All right. So it says, how much does Carmen earn for each hour of babysitting? Now, this can be a little tricky as it's given. We have in 4 hours, she figures she has $82. So that sounds a little wonky. And it says after 12 hours of babysitting, she's earned $166. How would we figure out how much she is making for each hour based on those amounts given? Yeah. Okay. So 166 divided by 12. What does that give us? Yes, you're going to need a calculator. 18.83 repeating. 18.13 repeating. Oh my gosh, I have a cold and I can't hear. 13.83 repeating. That's interesting. What about if she has 4 hours, it's $82. Should we try that and see if we get the same thing? Hang on. 82 divided by 4. What is it? 20.5. Well, those aren't the same at all. So that's not helpful. I thought I said, someone said subtract, and then I heard multiply. You said multiply. Okay. So we're not going to be multiplying, but if we take 166, which is the amount she made in 12 hours, and we subtract $82, which is how much she made in 4, that gives me $84. And she made that $84 in how much time? 8 hours. 8 hours. So how would I figure out $84 in 8 hours? You would divide. Sorry. So if I take 84 divided by 8, you should get what? 1050? Yes? All right. So that means she earned $10.50, bless you, per hour. Now wait just a minute, Miss Thede. How come that didn't work out for the 166 divided by 12 and the 82 divided by 4? I can't hear you. I think you're right, but I can't hear you. Before, yes. See, look at the way they worded this. After 4 hours, she figures that she had $82 toward the cost of her dress. So she already had some saved. They don't tell you that, but in that sketchy little saying, she figures she had, okay, she had some saved up before. Then it says, how much did she already have saved toward her dress? How would I figure that out? Somebody else other than LaShawn. How much did Carmen already have saved toward her dress? How much? She had 82, but that is not the full amount that she made because she had 82 after 4 hours of babysitting. So now that we know how much she makes per babysitting, what should I do? Could be. I don't have the answers right in front of me. What would I need to do to double check that? Okay, I think you're right. It says after 4 hours, she figures she has $82. Well, now that we know the amount per hour, I would take 1050 times 4 and see that that is $42. So 42 is what she actually made from the babysitting. And if she has $82, then 82 minus 42 means yes, she did have $40 toward her dress. You are correct. Am I right? No? Well, we want to know how much did she already have saved toward her dress? How much did Carmen already have saved toward her dress? 82 is after 4 hours of babysitting, right? No. 82 is after 4 hours. But she's making $10.50 an hour. So if you take that times 4, you get $42. And if you subtract that from the 82 that she had, then she had $40 initially. Does that make sense? I think I'm right. Yes.
1050 times 12
is 126, and then subtracted from 166 still gives that $40 because she had $40 saved up in her account before any babysitting. Does that make sense? Okay. So, what is an equation that models this situation? Do we have some amount that is repeated over and over that could act as my slope? Yeah. $10.50 T or X plus 40. Yes. So $10.50, Jaden, is the amount that she is making that is not going to change. Okay? That's how much she gets. Times X, however many hours that she babysits, plus the $40 that she already had. So, final question. If the dress costs $255, how many hours must she babysit in total before she can afford the dress? These are the exact similar types of questions you will be answering on tomorrow's test. So everybody needs to do this. I have no idea right off the top of my head. It'll be fewer than what's on this review. Guys, if the dress costs $255, how can we figure out how much she has to babysit? Kaylee, what would you say? Subtract 40 first because she's got that $40, right? So it is 255 minus 40, which gives you 215. Take that, divide it by $10.50, and that gives $215 divided by $10.50. Oh. 20.476. So, how many hours would she have to babysit? Do we go round down to 20 or do we round up to 21? Need to go up, yes. So that would mean 21 hours, which means she would make just a little bit more to have enough to buy a boutonniere, probably not even for a boutonniere. Or a corsage for herself. So 21 hours, you have to round up because this is the minimum amount of hours that you need. Okay? So you round up. Another way you could have done this is to actually substituted 255 in for this y and then actually solved using that equation, because that is the equation you can use and you would get the same thing. Any more questions on number 10? All right, let's turn the page. The last page, number 11. Number 11, which of the representations below are functions? It does not say linear functions, but we're talking about any kind of function. Any kind of function. This one right here? Okay, I would agree with that. Let me name some of these because you're like, that one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Or if you want to tell me that something is not a function, sometimes that is very helpful also. Sean, are you with me? 7 is not a function. Why is 7 not a function?
It's not like a straight line.
It doesn't have to be linear, but doesn't pass the vertical line test. Yeah, you have 2 values of x, which go for the y amount. So this one is not. What else? Functions. Doesn't say linear. Could be quadratic or something. Number 1 is or is not? Yes. That is a linear function. Number 5 is an exponential function, which we haven't even talked about. What about number 4? Do you know what that is? An equation for x squared plus y squared equals 16. That is for a circle. So if I have a circle, is that going to be a function? No. So that's not a function. Take a look at number 8. Up close and personal. Is that a function? If I have 2 x's going to the same y, is that a function? Let's see. If I were to plot this, so I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 going to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 goes to 0. 5 goes to 0. 6 goes to 1. 6 goes to 1. And 9 goes to 4. 7, 8, 9 goes to 4. Oops. Is that a function? Yes, it is. Just because you have 2 that are going to the same, that's okay if it's a y. But if it's the x, then it's not. So let's look at number 6. Is that a function? Why not? 2 and 5. Yes, you have 9 going to 2 and 9 going to 5, which you cannot do. So that is not a function. 9 cannot go to the same y values. All right? What about number 2? X squared is equal to y, or flip it around. Y equals x squared. You probably know that better as the parent graph. Is that a function? Yeah, that is a function. Okay, for every x, there is one y value. And how about this one? Number 3. For every x, there is a y value. If I say x is 0, is there anything that y could be that would give me an answer of 2? Because anything to the 0 power is, do you remember? Should be 1. So I'm going to say this is no. Yeah. Number 8. So it doesn't have to be a linear function. It can be any function. So 4, 5, 6, and 9. It is okay to have 2 different x values going to the same y. You just can't have a repeated x value going to the same like we did for 9. So you can have repeats in the y's. So 6 is going to 1, 9 is going to 1, that's okay. But you can't when you have a repeated x. We have 9 going to 2 and 9 going to 5. Okay? And even if I look at this graph, even though it's not linear, it still is passing the vertical line test, even though it's not linear. Okay. All right, so the ones that are functions here are 1, 2, 5, and 8. 1, 2, 5, and 8. All right, number 12, the last one. And I think this one is, I would say is probably one of the harder ones. So when I'm talking about a rate of change, what's another word for rate of change? Change in y over change in x. And another word for that would be rise over run. And another one would be slope. Yeah. All of these mean the same thing. Okay, so we want negative 1/3. Look at your graphs. Can you eliminate any of these graphs right away because you can tell it doesn't have a negative 1/3 slope? Yes, if let me do this so we're all on the same page. So the second graph, 1. 1 is not, you are correct. Not because I think that's the easiest one, but rise over run. If you look from this point to this point, you are going down 1, 2, 3, and over 1. So that is a slope of negative 3 over 1. So that one is not. Can you tell me another one that is not a slope of negative 1/3 right away? 2. Why can you say that one is not? It is a positive slope. Yes. So this is a positive slope. So I can get rid of that one. What about 3 and 4? Can I get rid of one of those? 4. Again, that is a positive slope. And what about 3? Is that a slope of negative 1/3? Yes, it is. So look at the intersection of these coordinate lines. You went down 1 and to the right 3. So that is a slope of negative 1/3. So that one is All right. What about, let's look at the word problems at the bottom. Mark has started running. He is losing 1/3 of a pound every week. Mark has started running. He's losing 1/3 of a pound every week. What do you think, Andrew? Is that showing a slope of negative 1/3? No? Why not? Yeah, I think it is. So he is losing 1/3 of a pound. That's a negative every week. That would be basically negative 1/3 divided by 1, and that is negative 1/3. Okay, so that one is. Let's look at the one right below it. Emmeline makes $3 for every hour that she watches her neighbor's kids after school. Sean, I can always tell when you're on the phones, guys, because you like smile way too much, and it can't be for math. So, Sean, Emmeline makes $3 for every hour that she watches her neighbor's kids. Is that a rate of change of negative 1/3? No. She is making, that would be a positive, and for her, it's $3 for every hour. So that is a positive 3/1. So that one is not negative 1/3. All right. How about the next one? Sarah is going to pay her daughter $1 every 3 days for doing her chores. Sarah is going to pay her daughter $1 every 3 days. What do you think? Why? Yeah? Right. So you're saying yes or no? Yeah, it should be. She is losing $1. So Sarah is losing $1 every 3 days. Rise over run. Change in Y. She's losing $1 every 3 days. So yes, that is showing negative 1/3. What? I thought we had to have one only equal for each of these. No, you need to be thinking. Yes.
Isn't it negative 1/3, not negative 1/3?
Okay. Good question. So, negative 1/3 is the same as 1/3, which is the same as negative 1/3. Because if you take a negative divided by a positive, you will get a negative. A positive divided by a negative gets you a negative, and then negative out in front, those are all the same thing. That is an excellent thing to bring up because we don't always remember that. Did everybody hear that? So whether your negative is at the top, whether it is with the bottom denominator, or whether it is out in front, as long as you only have one, it's negative. Okay? Good point. And the last one, let's take a look at the graphs. Which of these are or are not showing a rate of change of negative 1/3? Who haven't I heard from at all? I think I've heard almost from everybody. Did I hear from you? Okay. So remember, change in Y. Let's take a look at this top one for the table. If I go from negative 1 to 0, what's that change? +1. And from 0 to 1, that's +1. They're all the same. What about from negative 2 to 1? +3. 1 to 4, +3. So what is my slope here? Is it 3/1 or 1/3? Yeah, remember, it's change in Y over X. So that is a slope of 1/3, which is not the same as negative. So that one is not correct. All right, how about from -1 to 2? From 2 to 5, from 5 to 8, what's the change there? +3. What about from 1 to 0? By negative, right? So change in y, this is -3/1. Actually, I just to be on the safe side, negative in front, 3/1, or 3/-1. But that is not -1/3. What about the last one? Would we dare have it that one of these would not be true? Yeah, maybe. 1 to 0, 0 to -1, -1 to 2, that's a change of. And -3 to 0, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, +3. So that is a slope of -1/3. So that one is good. Okay. That is the whole darn thing. If you were with me on all days of the remote learning, then you've got them all. Are there some that some of you did not see and you would like to see that you missed? Remember, I am going to collect these. They can be worth points for you, which is not a bad thing. Number 8. Number 8. If it's okay, I'll just keep some of this up and go through it. Kim and Jill both wanted to buy a $40 pair of shoes. There's only one pair in the store. Who is saving more money by day or per day? Kim is saving more per day because her line is steeper, more steep. Okay? Who had more money saved to begin with? That means you're looking at day 0, the y-axis. Jill had more money to begin with because her y-intercept was larger or higher. So 20 versus 8. And letter C, write an equation to represent each girl's savings. Y equals 8x plus 8 because her change was saving $8 each day, plus she started with $8 that was in her savings. And then Jill was y equals 4x plus 20. So she had $20 saved initially, but her amount she is saving each day is only 4. So who gets to buy the shoes? Well, we decided that Kim did because she reached $40 on day 4, which was sooner this way than Jill, who reached $40 on day 5. So Jill does not get the shoes. Kim gets the shoes. Okay. That kind of makes sense. And I am planning to stay today after school if people want to stay, just because Monday and Wednesday we didn't have any tutoring. We didn't have any school hardly. Other questions? 7. Well, Herlin, you were with me both days, weren't you? Yeah. Number 9. Mm-hmm. Are you done? Let me know when you're done. Okay. Number 9. So Marie deposits money in the bank. She's been withdrawing from her account each month. Below is a graph representing her situation. Place a point on the x-intercept, so where the line crosses the x-axis. What are the coordinates? So the coordinates means we need to write it as an ordered pair. So that is 11 and 0. The meaning of the x-intercept, as you look at the graph, says that after 11 months, she no longer has any more money in the account. She is out of money. And again, look at, and you can label those coordinates. So this would be number of months, and this would be $0 in the account. So use those coordinates and their labels to help you when you are describing what is happening in the problem. Letter C, place a point on the y-intercept. What are those coordinates? 0, 1, 10. What is the meaning? So I said initially, so after 0 months, or initially, or at the beginning, she had $110 in her account. And then to find the slope, we actually went over to the line over here and said we went from 90 to 70. That is a negative 20 over 2 months. Negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. That means your slope is negative 10. What does that mean? She is withdrawing $10 from her account each month. What's that equation? Y equals negative 10x plus 110. Other questions? Yes?
Can we get the rest of 6?
Mm-hmm. 6. Yes. So this is about pizza. Independent number of toppings, dependent cost of the pizza. This is one again. It's kind of like the dress, the formal dress. You have to subtract the amount that they give you. It will be after school today. Now, it probably will only go on today's Canvas date. So look for it on today's Canvas date. So for 4 toppings, the difference between the 7 topping and the 3 topping meant that 4 toppings cost $5. And with that, that means each topping was $1.25. That is your change in value, your slope. So the equation y equals 1.25, the cost of the toppings, times x is your number of toppings, plus $10 is the base price for the medium pizza. Anything else? Did I take attendance yet? Do we want to see 7? 7 is everybody's favorite, the bottles. I'm kidding when I say that. Let me get attendance. Ooh, Andrew. I am not supposed to have you here. Do you know about that? Hang on. Christian is not here. LaShawn is here. Jeanette is here. Kimani, Sean, Nyla, not here. Kaylee's here. Devin is here. Jaden, Herlin. Need to send you to the nurse. Nurse? Vaccine? You do? Did you give anything to the school yet about that? Do you have anything with you today? Okay. I'm sorry? Okay, so probably what I will do, because I didn't look at this until now and they've got you marked like you should go, I will send you to the nurse and then you can tell her and they'll probably have to corroborate it or something, but then they'll take it out of here so people aren't asking you all day. Does that make sense? kind of. Well, I understand that, but what do you mean? You don't want to go down to the nurse? You'd rather what? You'd rather just go to your classes today. Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. So we'll just pretend I didn't ask or didn't see it. There we go. All right. So again, test is tomorrow. Review will be done and due tomorrow. All 3 online Canvas activities due tomorrow. Okay. I will be here tonight after school if you want some extra help or have some questions. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Further, be careful. I think you dropped your phone. Whose Coca-Cola bottle? All right, make sure you recycle it, please. All right. That's not recycling. Hey, have a good one. Thanks for all your participation. Appreciate it. Hey, how are you?
Great, but how come my homework 2 is marked as 0?
I don't know. Did you turn it in?
Yes, I did all my homeworks. That's what I was specifically doing because I wasn't sure if I was going to do good on the test. So I was doing really good on with in Mr. Hunt's class.
Is this? Nope, that's number 3. Did you get it back from me?
Remember, but like the thing is, I just seen it as missing. I was like, oh wow.
Are we testing today?
No.
Okay.
Let's see.
And I also turned in all the
Here, that one.
I also turned in all the Canvas assignments, by the way. I wasn't on the meetings because I couldn't get to it.
I mean, those are the 2 that I have. If you did it, I mean, you should have them back.
What?
I mean, you can take those. Do you want to check your backpack? When do you have Mr. Hunt?
I just had him.
Oh,
second.
shoot. I've got probably your bell work. Where are you headed to next?
Right down there. It's
You want to take this with you?
Mr. Parr. Yeah, he don't care. Take over the Belwood. What did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, but I don't see that I have your bell work. So.
Not that either. Which one? The 08? That day, I think I was probably either
On Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't take papers and throw them away.
Right.
Just check your backpack. Perhaps I forgot to write down the grade. Did you check it? I mean, I can write you a late pass. This is my prep period right now.
Okay, all right.
So let's just take a look. So we're.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
You didn't bring something?
No, I didn't bring nothing because of the break. I was over at my friend's. I was all the way down in Anderson. I had to pack my bag.
Oh my gosh. Well, so which one is that? That's 4 and 5. Let me check. I have a 0 down for something. You said
for homework 2
just homework 2?
and the bell work, but I wasn't there. Remember Rita? The bell work, I wasn't there, and homework 2 was marked missing.
Is last.
I want to do good on the test so bad, like.
Do you, yeah, but you were not in either of the remote learnings. Why?
No, because Miss Dee. So basically,
What's your list? Oh, here we go.
like
Homework
to
2.
to be real with you,
Bell
like
work. Yeah.
the first one, I fell asleep through it, but the second one, I was really trying. But like that morning, I promise you, my internet, like it was for some reason, like on the iPad, it was like retry, like reconnect. It wasn't letting me. But then like I woke back up and then it just started working. Like I told my mom about it. She was like, "Oh, okay. Let me see what's up with it." Yada yada yada.
Okay. Yeah, the bell work. I don't have any bell work. I don't think I have any bell work. from
Any
you.
bell word.
Yeah, because every time I said turn it in, it was like you didn't have it up to date or something, maybe. Like you were gonna work on it and get it to me later. Do you remember that at all?
Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, I don't make this stuff up.
I'm sorry, Miss Dee, but it's just why am I doing such dumb stuff?
Why what?
Why am I doing such dumb stuff?
That's not dumb.
I mean, yeah, why
Bell
am I?
work. Yeah, I don't have bell work from 5 through 8. I do have the first one.
Only
The first set of bell works, the last set of bell works I don't have. Today we're going to do an exit ticket and more review. And then that review, do you still have your review with you by chance?
yes, everything is at the house though. Everything is at the house.
But you can bring it tomorrow.
Yes, I can bring it tomorrow.
But look for homework number 2 because
Alright.
the only other thing I can do is look on my actual grade sheet, which I don't see in front of me right now. Where is it you're headed?
Mr. Parr, Earth Space Science,
What's your last initial?
Dutra D.
D. Mr. Parr. Earth Space. Okay. I will look one other place because it's possible I wrote it like on this but didn't get it transferred in there. So I will double check that. But otherwise, bring me all the stuff tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Alright.
Okay? You're welcome. Thanks for checking and staying on top of it. I appreciate that more than anything else. At least you care enough about it.
Right.
But I want you to do well too. Okay? When do I have you? Last period.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Do you want me to close it?
No, that's okay. Thank you.